Hi, um, my name is Shola, Dr. Shola Ezeokoli. I am a medical doctor and a balanced living coach, and this is my first time on Facebook Live. So forgive me if I appear a little nervous or whatever. Anyway, I'd done videos in the past, but I took a break for about 6 months, and now I'm going to be back bugging your newsfeed with my videos again. And tonight I'm going to be talking about something I like to call time on management. What is time on management? Isn't it time management? Why I say time on management is because you cannot control time. So you really can't manage it. What you can do is to do the best you can with the time that you have. So I call it time on management. And there's so many facets to time on management, but tonight I want to talk about leveraging the power of incremental change. Now, a lot of people come up to me and say this to me. They say, how do you do all that you do? You're a doctor, you're a wife, you're a mother, you're active in church, you do speaking engagements, you're a coach, and now you're a coach. Oh my goodness. People have asked me, do you practice? You say you're a doctor, but do you practice? I'm like, yeah, I practice. I'm full-time too. Full-time practice with a very busy commute. But leveraging the power of incremental change basically means doing a little bit at a time so that eventually, hi Christina, hi Bobby, so that eventually you get where you're going, and then you look back and you're like, wow, I accomplished this much. Now, let me give you an example. A lot of people I meet, nearly every year, every time I have an event, they're like, oh my goodness, people come up to me, oh my goodness, I want to write a book, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, start. Say, yeah, but I don't have time. So what you're telling me is you don't have time to do something you really want to do. So you're saying, so when are you going to do it? I don't have time. So when are you going to do it? Later. So you don't have enough time in your day, but you think you have enough time in your life. Well, you know what? Even if you live to 120 years, chances are you probably, let's say you're going to live to 120 years, chances that you probably lived 1/3 or one quarter of it already. And that book you say you want to write, you haven't written it. You better get started. But how? Where are you going to find the time? Is this big block of 12 hours going to drop on you out of nowhere and be like, hey, I'm time, use me? No. Everybody has 24 hours. That's the one thing everybody has. I have 24 hours. You have 24 hours. Obama has 24 hours. The housewife has 24 hours. The CEO has 24 hours. Everybody has 24 hours. So how do you make your 24 hours work for you? That's what I call time on management. Let me give you an example here. Let's say you want to write a book. If you write for 30 minutes a day, okay, in 6 months, you will have written 2 books. Think about that. That's what I call incremental change. You do a little bit at a time. It doesn't seem like much when you're doing it, but when you look back after a while, you will realize that you have done it. Someone says, yeah, because they're not willing to dedicate themselves. That is true. And I think that people actually do have this myth that somewhere out there at some point in the wild blue yonder, they're going to have all this time where they're going to be able to do everything they want. As you get older, you get busier. When I was a student, I used to think, oh, you know, when I start working, I'm going to have all this time to do all this stuff. No. When I do that, I'm going to have, no. You don't get more time. You still have 24 hours and you get busier, and that's just the truth. So if you really want to do something, write it down, make a plan to do it, and carve it up into tiny little chunks, and before you know it, it will get done. If you want to eat an elephant, you do it a bite at a time. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. High hills grow less as we ascend them. You cannot afford to sit on your dreams waiting for time, because all you're doing at the end of the day is waiting for time to pass you by. And then you'll look back and you'll be like, wow, I wish. So instead of sitting there wishing, wondering, looking at other people and getting triggered by what they're doing when you know you could be doing so much more, just get up. Start with the little time that you have. If you have to use 5 minutes a day to work on your dream, guess what? 5 minutes a day is better than 0 minutes never. Okay? So stand up. Get up now, make up your mind. You want to write that book. You want to try to make plans to start a business. You want to go back to school. You want to start going to the gym to lose some weight. You want to, even if you want to eat less sugar, you start eating less sugar. Maybe you're eating 10 spoons today. Tomorrow you eat 9. The next day you eat incremental change. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get up and do what we need to do. Let's stop giving ourselves that excuse of I don't have time. Because you do have time. You have 24 hours every day. And if you want to work with me, just, leave a comment down here, because sometimes you're so overwhelmed, you can't do it on your own. You may need a coach. If that's the case, leave a comment down here or send me an inbox message if you don't want to leave a comment. And, I'll get back to you. So that's it for now. Hey, Christina, thank you very much. And thanks for joining me tonight. And please just remember, leverage the power of incremental change to bring your dreams to pass. Good night.